I like about the sky is the moon, the stars, and like what types of shapes the stars make.
Look up, and then me and my mom will find the first star we see, and then we make a wish.
Allegheny Observatory, Observatory Hill, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Since I was a kid, I always loved to look at the sky and see the stars. Where do we come from? Where are we going to? Why are we here?
Because you just realize that you are looking up and out to infinity in space. I really wanted to know where in the universe we are. That was my purpose in trying to become an astronomer. It seemed like I knew where I was on a map, I knew where I was on the planet, but I wanted to know more. I wanted to know where I was in the entire universe, I wanted to find my place.
Ooh, it's Jupiter, and it's 4 moons.
The observatory originally started out as just a club for some wealthy men from Allegheny City, but then they passed it on to the university. They hired Samuel Langley. He's bringing something to Pittsburgh that doesn't exist. He's bringing astrophysics. He's looking at sunspots. He's really interested in the long run of how much energy comes from the sun. How does that affect life on Earth? Professor Keeler took over as being our second director. And James Keeler was an interesting man. He was meticulous about his work. He was an artist. He was an astrophysicist.
He was interested in Saturn's rings and trying to figure out whether Saturn's rings were a solid disk or particulates.
Our next director is John A. Brashear. Professor Brashear started off as a very young boy interested in the heavens, and that interest led him to finally build his own telescopes.
And that's what he became known for, building the finest telescopes and pieces in the country.
In 1905, the Observatory Committee here was on a search to find a new director, and they were looking for somebody to provide defining research, something of high national value. And so the research committee came up with Frank Schlesinger. What attracted them to Professor Schlesinger was he had thought about a way to use photography to determine stellar distances. And so beginning in 1914, Allegheny Observatory began the program of stellar distance measurement that lasted well up until almost 1990. And at that time, all of the directors, those that came after Frank Schlesinger, dedicated themselves to the continuation research.
The Allegheny Observatory is a private research laboratory run by the University of Pittsburgh. The current director, Dr. David Turnchik, has concentrated on creating a good environment for undergraduate evening classes, observational labs, and the study of exoplanets on-site or remotely. Since it's located in a public park, the observatory building can be visited anytime. The public is invited inside only on special occasions to view from the telescopes.
Remember, from anywhere, any night, you can look up to the sky to observe.
Astronomer.